Have you ever felt like you're just spinning your wheels? Like you're moving, but not nearly fast enough? Well, what if there was a secret to just lighting a fire under your progress, both at work and in your life? Today, we're going to dive into a really cool idea that comes from a super unlikely place, a chemistry lab, to figure out exactly that.
It all comes down to this one simple but really powerful definition. This right here, this is a catalyst. And yeah, it's a concept most of us probably heard about in school, but its true power lies way, way beyond the laboratory. This little definition is the key to everything we're about to unpack.
So let's go back for a second. Picture a high school chemistry class. It's a place we can all probably relate to, right? Full of formulas, theories, things that can feel pretty disconnected from the real world.
At first, the idea of a catalyst was just, another word to memorize for the next test. But then, the penny drops. You realize this isn't just about chemicals in a beaker. This is a fundamental principle of the universe. That one tiny little thing, a tiny spark, could make a massive reaction happen so much faster. And that changes everything.
Okay, so here's the official definition. A catalyst speeds things up, but, and this is the part you really got to hang on to, it doesn't get used up in the process. It's still there, ready to go again, ready to spark another reaction. Now, let's take that amazing idea and see how it works in your world. All right, so let's get this concept out of the lab and bring it right into our everyday lives, our jobs, our projects. Because it turns out, catalysts are absolutely everywhere. We just need to get good at spotting them.
I mean, look at this. The analogy is just perfect. In chemistry, a catalyst gets a reaction going faster. In your life, it accelerates your progress toward whatever you're aiming for. And in chemistry, it isn't consumed. But in your life, it's even better. Its impact actually compounds and gets more powerful over time.
So what do these real-world catalysts actually look like? Well, they're not some big secret. We're talking about things like that one single piece of advice from a mentor that just clicks and saves you months of work. Or maybe it's a new software tool that automates that one boring task you always put off. It could even be a teammate asking one simple, smart question that suddenly makes the answer to a huge problem totally obvious.
And this, right here, is the most mind-blowing part of it all. See, that new keyboard shortcut you learned? It doesn't just save you 10 seconds today. It saves you 10 seconds every single time you use it, forever. That little shift in your morning routine doesn't just give you one good day. It sets the tone for every day. The effect just keeps building on itself.
Okay, this all sounds great, right? But it's one thing to talk about it and another thing to actually find these catalysts. So how do we do it? Let's break down a super simple, actionable game plan to start finding and using them. It really just boils down to these 4 steps. First, just be aware. Start paying attention to the moments when things just flow. Second, try new things. You gotta be willing to experiment. Third, connect with people. Talk to them, ask questions. And fourth, never stop learning, because your next big idea could be hiding in a book, a podcast, anywhere. Let's just double-click on that second point for a second. It is so easy to stick with what we know, right? The same tools, the same habits. But real speed, that catalytic kind of growth, almost always happens when we get a little uncomfortable and try something new. That's where the good stuff is hiding.
And on that third point, please, never underestimate the power of other people. Your next big catalyst might be in a casual conversation, or in that meeting you are thinking about skipping. A 5-minute chat can spark an idea that completely changes the game for you.
So what happens when you actually start doing this on purpose, when you're actively hunting for catalysts? Well, the impact on your progress, it's not just a little boost, it's totally transformative. This is what it's all about. This is the promise of finding your catalyst. The right insight, the right person, the right tool. It doesn't just make you 5% faster, it can literally warp time. A project that looked like a 6-month slog can suddenly get done in 6 weeks. The impossible starts to feel, possible.
And now for my favorite part, the real game changer. This whole idea isn't just about you. Once you get this mindset down, you can start creating a ripple effect. You can become the spark for somebody else.
Just think about it for a second. The guidance you give to a teammate, that could be their catalyst. The idea you throw out in a brainstorm, that could be the whole team's catalyst. Even just your positive energy can speed up everybody around you, creating this amazing environment where everyone is moving faster together. Okay,
So we've talked about the idea, we've walked through the framework, we've seen the incredible impact it can have. Now, the final and honestly most important step is to turn this whole question back around to you.
Here's what I want you to do. The very next time you feel stuck or you hit a roadblock and your momentum just dies, don't just try to push through it. Stop. Take a breath and ask yourself this one simple question. What's my catalyst here?
Because I promise you, it's out there. Whether it's a new perspective, a different tool, or maybe a conversation you've been putting off, that catalyst is just waiting for you to find it. Your only job is to start looking for that tiny spark.